let's dive into what we have learned about school climate, specifically in terms of teacher satisfaction in public and Catholic schools. We'll examine responses to 3 questions that were answered by teachers and participating students. All of the results we share are based on the percentages of students whose teachers responded according to the different answer options. As with all NAEP results, the findings are in terms of the students, even when the questions are answered by their teachers or school administrators. The first question we'll look at, ask teachers to indicate how much the following statement applies to them as a teacher. I am satisfied with being a teacher at this school. Teachers were asked if the statement sounded not at all like them, a little bit like them, somewhat like them, quite a bit like them, or exactly like them. As you can see, for both grades 4 on the left side of your screen and grade 8 on the right side, students in Catholic schools identified in the gold bars were significantly more likely than their peers in public schools to have teachers who reported the highest level of satisfaction. Looking at the bars for exactly like me, you can see the asterisks indicate when there is a statistically significant difference between the private and the public school percentages represented in the dark blue bars. We also see that the results are fairly consistent across grades, which is encouraging. For another question, teachers were asked to indicate how much the statement, "My work inspires me," applies to them as a teacher, with the same response options ranging from not at all to exactly like me. Once again, we see that 4th and 8th graders in Catholic schools were more likely than their peers in public schools to have teachers who responded that the statement sounded exactly like me. When you combine the percentages of students whose teachers said the statement sounded quite a bit or exactly like them, you see that approximately 90% of 4th and 8th grade students in Catholic schools were taught by more inspired teachers, as opposed to approximately 80% of their peers in public schools. And lastly, for this section, when it came to the statement, I am supported by the teachers at my school, Catholic school students were also more likely than their public school peers to have teachers who responded that the statement sounded exactly like me. And once again, we can see that the majority of students in Catholic schools had teachers who felt the statement sounded quite a bit or exactly like them. So all in all, these data show a positive picture of teacher satisfaction at Catholic schools. And remember, these data are from 2019.